Good morning. Let me just sort this. Morning. Nice sunny Monday morning here. Welcome to shoulders, biceps and triceps on a Monday morning. So we're going to start with our warm-up routine. So we're going to go heel dig with an opposite bicep curl, heel dig bicep curl, one leg, both arms, one leg, both arms, one leg back, both arms forward, one leg back, both arms forward, and then a knee up and an arm up. Okay, so heel dig, side, back. Well, I've got your undivided attention. There's no class this Friday or next Friday. So that's the 11th and the 18th. There's no class. But you can still do the class because you can get one of the old classes because they don't really change much. So you can get one of the old classes on the YouTube channel and you can do that. Don't use it as an excuse not to do anything. Think, oh, Rosemary's not here. We'll just skive off. Get one of the old core and balance ones and do those. Well, you maybe don't have to do it on Good Friday. I'll let you off on Good Friday. So, back. Here, knee. So heel dig, side, back, knee. We're going to try something different today. We're going to, just at the very end, when we're using the very heavy weights, we're going to try a compound exercise. Ooh. Heel dig, side, back, knee. Heel dig, side, back, knee. I've been listening to podcasts recently. I listen to podcasts all the time, but there have been a lot at the moment about sarcopenia. I've sort of tailed off a bit on that. Do you remember I used to go on about it all the time? And in fact, that's why I switched from being over 50 fitness to strong after 60, because, and I mean, it shouldn't be 60. It's not a cut-off point. Everybody should be doing strengthening exercises, because after 35, if you don't strengthen your muscles, you risk, well, you lose muscle mass. Even if you do exercises, you lose muscle mass, but you can help to slow it down. And for our age group, it's vital. It's not something that you can dip in and out of. It's something that you should be doing at least 3 times a day, but then using what you practicing what you use in classes and putting it into use in everyday life. So for the sits to stand that we do, you practice getting in and out of the chair several times a day. Arms things, reaching tall cupboards, carrying heavy shopping, being able to open jars. It's something, strength should be something that you take every opportunity to increase. Because if you don't, your muscles will waste away and you'll become frail and you'll fall over. And then that's that. Said she, face of the warnings of doom. Right. Enough chatter. So we're going to do 5 more, but we'll do them quite quickly. I think that was quite quick, actually. I'm sorry, because I was talking. I wasn't concentrating. So we're going to do a heel dig, side, back, knee. That's 1. Heel dig, side, back, knee. 2. Heel dig, side, back, knee. 3. Heel dig. Ooh, what am I doing? Side, back, knee. Heel dig. I think this is the last. This is 4. Back, knee. I can't even count up to 5, honestly. Right, so we're going to do 10 minutes-ish without weights and 10 minutes with weights. So to start without weights, to start off, we're going to start with our arms out here. Now, somebody said that they had a damaged shoulder, and they found this really hard and really difficult. If it's difficult, either don't do it, just hold your arms out. If you can't even do that, then just leave it out. It doesn't really matter. Just wiggle your arms or do something. If you can't do the 10 seconds that we're going to do, just don't do it, okay? If it hurts, stop doing it. But it is quite a tough exercise. It doesn't seem very tough because you're just holding your hands out and moving your arms, but it is a tough one. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with our arms like this, and we're going to do tiny little circles forwards for 10 seconds, slightly bigger circles for 10 seconds, and then big, nice, slow circles like that for 20 seconds. And then we're going to do it backwards. So do it at your own capability. If it's really hard, if it's hurting any shoulder damage that you had, if you've torn rotator cuffs or anything like that, don't do it. But you can do it with the other hand. And it is good for your shoulders, but just be careful because it's easy to damage your shoulder joint because it's very mobile. Right, enough talk. So we're going to go in 3, 2, 1. Little circles forward, little circles forward. Okay, you're drawing tiny little circles on the wall, and we're going to go 3, 2, 1. Slightly bigger circles, and 3, 2, 1, and great big circles. Nice and slow. You don't need to do it fast. And we're doing this for 20 because we would only be able to get about 3 in 10 seconds. We've got 3, 2, 1, and then out and backwards. Backwards for tiny little circles for 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, bigger circles, still nice and controlled. 3, 2, 1, and then backwards, nice and slow and controlled. Nice and slow and controlled. And if this hurts, just don't do it. And we've got 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and that's it. And it is quite tough. Give your shoulders a bit of a wiggle. Right, so we're going to do a bicep curl. So anchor both elbows. And remember, you don't rock and this bit doesn't move. It's just your forearm that moves. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, nice and slow and controlled. 6, nice full range of movement. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then we're going into an overhead press. I'm going to put the camera back a little bit because you don't need to see my feet particularly. We're going to go into an overhead press and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Keeping your arms here, bring your elbows together. 1, and then right back out like that. Now, if you can't get your arms in line with your body or you can't bring them together, that's 3, then just do what you can. 4, adapt the exercises. 5, 6, 7, and don't injure yourself. 8, never force a joint. 9, to do what it doesn't want to do. 10, 11, 12. Right, you can encourage a joint. So if you can't do this, don't sort of force it up. You can encourage a joint by just little movements. Don't force it because you'll damage it. Right, grab your thumb And this is the one where people try and force things the most. It's just bringing this up so that your elbows are higher than your hands. Don't force it up like that. If you're forcing, it's no good. So we're going to go 1. You don't have to go up as high as this. Go there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Brilliant. Put your hand behind your head. Again, this is one where you don't be tempted to force. If you can't get your hands behind your head like this, just bring them to where you can. But it's only your forearm that moves again. I'll show you what it looks like from the back. 1, just up to the ceiling. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Woo-hoo-hoo. Stand with your palms against your thighs. Turn your hands out. Bring them up, touch them above your head. Turn again and bring them back. So every time you're moving your arms, you're turning your hands too. And that just keeps the little muscles in your shoulders just keeps them moving slightly. You can't really feel it, but they are. I think that's 6, 7, nice and slow and controlled. 8, and if you can't get your hands up above your head, just do what you can. 9, if you only get them to there, that's fine. Just keep turning your hands. 10, it really should be at your capability. 11, 12. And then the last one before we go into using weights is one where you raise one hand and the other one comes out. Again, at your own ability, capability. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I mean, those exercises don't really, well, they do increase your strength, but they're more to increase your mobility as well. Right, before we go into using the weights, we're going to do a sit to stand. So sitting down, not using your hands, and we're going to stand and sit 12 times without using our hands, without your knees coming in. And when you're coming down, just let your bottom brush the chair. I'm going to start sideways, and then after 6, I'll turn. So sitting down, I'm going to put my hands here. It just keeps them out of the way. 1. If you need to sit down, do. 2, 3, but just let your bottom touch the chair. 4, 5, 6. Now quickly. You can keep going. I'll just be a little bit behind you. 7, 8, 9. It's good to have a good wide stance. 10, 11, 12. It's much more difficult if your feet are together. Some people try and do it together, and it is possible, but it's more difficult. Right, we're going to get light weights. Now, as I always say, light, medium, and heavy is a relative term, subjective term. If you can do 12 to 15 reps with a weight, then it's light, easily. So get the one that you can do 12 to 15 repetitions reps with, and that's your lightweight. I'm going to start with the bicep curl. And you're going to have one arm static and the other one's going to work. So we're going 1, 2, 3, 4. Slow and controlled. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then this one comes up and is static and the other one moves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then they're both going to go up into an overhead press. One is static. 1, ow, 2, my shoulder's still not better. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then bring them down and weights together. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then put one weight down, and we're going to have one behind the head. Don't clunk yourself on the head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then get your chair and get the other weight. We're going to do some sits to stand. These are light, so you can put them here if you want, but you can have them down here. Okay, nice wide stance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Right, put the weights down. Get my chair out of the way. And we're going to go medium weights. Now your medium weights, you should be able to do 12 repetitions. But by the time you get to sort of 9, 10, 11, you're thinking, I'll be glad when this is over. So we're going to start with the bicep curl, but we're going to do both arms together this time. So nice wide stance. 1. Remember, no rocking. 2. It's just your forearms. 3. You're just using your biceps. 4. To get these up. 5. 6. Not too fast. 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then we're going to go up into an overhead press. We're going to use both arms together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then bring them down, have them together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, voice going there a bit. 10, 11, 12. And then put one down, and the other one behind your head. Right. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Jolly good. Right, chair. Pick up the other weight. I mean, if it's difficult for you doing it with 2 of your medium weights, or when we get to it, heavy weights, either go back down a weight or leave the weights out. You don't have to slavishly follow what I'm saying. Just listen to my pearls of wisdom and then decide whether you want to implement them or not. So I'm not putting these on my chest because they're too heavy. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a tough workout, this. 5. If you can do this, you're pretty hardcore. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Push up with those legs. 11, 12. Your body will thank you for it. Right. We're going to get heavy weights, but just pick one up because we're changing this a little bit. I'm going to try something new. Woo-hoo-hoo. So first of all, we're going to do the triceps dip. Now, heavy weights, you should only be able to do 6 to 8 reps at the maximum. If you can still do 12, they're too light. Okay, so we're going to do the triceps dip first. Or the triceps, it's not a triceps dip, but I can't think what it is. So putting your hands behind your head, we're only going to do 6 because these are very heavy weights. So 1, 2, 3, nice and slow and controlled. 4, 5, 6. You might be able to do more because you're using both hands. Now, this is the bit where we're going to try something new. Not sure I'll be able to do this with my shoulder, but we'll give it a go. So get your other heavy weight. And this time we're going to start standing. We're going to use the chair. We're going to do a combination weight. Just watch what I'm going to do. So we're going to go sit, bring the arms up, overhead press, back down, and sit. In fact, I think we'll start sitting. So your arms are here. Ready? And as we stand up, we do a bicep curl. And then when we're standing, we put the weights above our head. And then as we sit down, we come back down into a bicep curl, right down, and then we go into the squat, and then we start again. Okay, so you ready? Stand up bicep curl, up, back down, squat, down. That's one. I don't want you sitting in the chair. Down, just squatting, just touching it. I think this is 3, isn't it? Down we go, and then up again. So this is 4. Now this is a compound exercise. It's really good because it saves time. 5, one more. 6. How was that? You need coordination. I'll show you what it looks like without the chair. So you go bicep curl, up, down, squat, up, bicep curl, up. And that's what you do. You should just touch the chair. Okay? And that's one that you can do if you've got, you don't have to use the heavy weights, but if you've got a few minutes and you want to do some squats, add in this bit as well. You can do it with the light weights or your medium weights, but it works a lot more of the body in one go. But let me know what you think of that, okay? I'm always interested in your feedback, but it just does save time and you get all the benefits. So thank you very much. I'll see you on Wednesday for legs. Bye.